Good morning and good afternoon, everyone out there in Hubbub land. This is Brian from your client success team, and we are going to get started today on our February huddle. So let's look at today's agenda and see what we are going to be reviewing here real quick. So we're going to be starting off by talking about upcoming content for March and April. That includes our health series, our auto launch, as well as our monthly contest. Also some exciting news on the device front. Hubbub now syncs with the Apple Health app on all iPhones. So this is thrilling information and allows us to open up our devices to many new apps through Apple. So that is exciting. We're also going to review a bit about biometric screenings, how they work here at Hubbub, and how you can utilize the biometric screenings to take your wellness program to the next level. Also have time for Q&A, and please, on a side note, anytime you have a question, just type on into the question section here on the webinar, and we can see if we can answer that in a moment, or we can save it towards the end. And then the most exciting part of our webinar will be the giveaway of a Jawbone Up move a little later on today. And if you miss anything today or you have to jump off, please don't worry, because we are recording today's session and we'll be sending it out next week for you in case you missed any information or it was so much fun you just want to review and listen to it all again. All right, so today let's get started and see who is with us today. Our introductions. We're very fortunate to have Krista joining us from our content as our content and operations manager. Good morning, Krista. How are you?
Hey, Brian. Thanks so much for the nice intro. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're also lucky to have Erin, who is also part of our client success team, as well as a coach on Hubbub. Hi, Erin. How are you?
Doing great. Great to be here, team.
And as always, I am Brian, helping lead you through our huddle today. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with talking about our content for March and April. So I'm going to turn it over here to Krista, and she can share with us all a little bit about what that's going to look like in the end of Q1 heading into Q2.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Brian, for the nice segue intro. So we are really looking forward to the next couple months of content. For March, we'll be wrapping up the first quarter of 2017. I can't believe how fast it goes, with March's challenges. So just a reminder that the first quarter's focus was on the foundation of healthy living. March is going to be all about tackling stress, which, as we know, has an adverse impact on our health in a multitude of ways. So the March challenges are going to be, for the health series, it's going to focus on taking charge of stress. So we know chronic stress can be both a contributor to and a symptom of many conditions, from heart disease to anxiety. So, really recognizing stress and how it impacts your employees' mental and physical function is the first step to ensuring that it doesn't negatively start impacting their health. So, Coach Danielle and Coach Erin and Lindsay are going to focus on how stress impacts the body and really educate players on what that looks like, what that means, and how to adopt tools to both manage stress and support their bodies during times of chronic stress. Moving on to the auto launch challenges, for our challenge for March, we're going to focus on sleep more, stress less. So you can imagine this challenge is going to focus on the importance of sleep in managing stress. And then March's monthly contest is going to be Great to Meditate, which is focusing on mindfulness and being present, which are two proven ways to effectively manage stress throughout the day. Moving to second quarter's theme of tuning up your physiology, we kick off that quarter with April's focus on healthy hearts and really how to improve and preserve your cardiovascular health. So April's health series is going to be Healthy, Thriving Hearts. So whether you're 25 or 65, adopting the habits to support a strong, healthy heart is smart and key to a long, active life. So our coaches in April are going to educate players how to practice new and common habits that are going to support a healthy heart and prevent future heart disease. The Auto Launch Challenge, which I love, Coach Danielle's title for this, which is Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture, is really around aerobic exercise and how that strengthens your blood vessels and increases your oxygen usage, which are two of the many reasons that your heart needs a good aerobic and cardio exercise regimen. So players are going to practice aerobic exercise that'll make your heart sing and body feel joy. So players will be able to choose dancing, jump roping, rebounding, jogging, cross-country skiing, and more. So whatever activity of their choice that'll really get them out and moving. And then we'll wrap up April's last content piece with the monthly contest, which is Love Up Your Heart Your Way. And that's really a way to focus on heart health using strategies that will help players identify how to do things differently. So we're really excited for these next couple months of challenges and continuing on the trajectory of both educating our players and your employees on the importance of these topics and how to effectively implement tools and habits that will support optimal health.
That is awesome, Krista. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to shake it like a Polaroid picture. That's going to be fun there.
Yeah.
And I have something that I am so excited about to talk about. You all are hearing it for the very first time. We now sync with the Apple Health app on Hubbub. You all out there are the first to hear about it and the first to see how it works. More communication is coming soon, but it has been tested and is up and running right now. So anyone with an iPhone can sync their Hubbub to the Apple Health app on their phone. So let's look and see how to do that. So from the main home screen on the app, you click on the little person in the lower left-hand corner, and then click on the gear in the top right-hand corner. And this takes you to account settings. And you can see here on this slide on the right, we have the Connect to Health app. And of course, this connection is only available on the iPhone mobile app, right? It's not available on the desktop because the Apple Health app does not exist on the desktop. It only exists on your phone. So you click Connect to Health app from there, and it asks you a few questions about permission and says, do you want to go forward? You click Yes to agree, and away you go. And then in the Health app itself, you'll also want to click over to Sources and make sure that you have connected Hubbub to the source. And as you can see on the screenshot on the left, my phone is also connected via one of the free apps out there, Lose It. And there are dozens more apps that connect to Apple Health app. So people can connect a variety of devices through the Apple Health app on Hubbub. So this is exciting news, and it really diversifies all of the devices we now take and work with. And then here on the left, you can see all of my steps that I've been tracking in one of my challenges called February Steps. And since the steps are something that happen repetitively throughout the day, Hubbub goes and asks for that data a few times throughout the day. But then things like minutes of exercise, Hubbub is constantly mining that information and updating the challenges that fit in that category. So exciting news. If you have the iPhone now, you can connect Hubbub to your Apple Health app and start playing and see how that goes. And then soon we're going to be announcing to players this great new breakthrough and upgrade on Hubbub Health. Super exciting.
Awesome. That is exciting.
It's very exciting. All right, so let's talk a little bit about biometrics on Hubbub. So one important data piece that we can gain from our population is setting up and doing biometric screenings for our population. We can really evaluate and then design a program for our employees' health needs. And with Hubbub, we can set up either an on-site visit where you have nurses scheduled to specifically come out at a specific time, and your population sets up appointments. And we can do that across multiple locations. And then we also have the ability to have physician forms loadable for your population, so they can download them from Hubbub, take them to their physician, and then that data automatically uploads to Hubbub when it's complete. Can also visit pharmacy or labs in the area if that is applicable. And the great thing about all of this is that the appointments and scheduling and forms all happen as single sign-on via Hubbub. So it is one-stop shopping. Employees and players can jump on, make their appointment, and manage their appointment from there. And then you as the admin are able to see how those appointments are filling up. And so if we need to add more nurses or we want to extend the time for the physician forms, we can easily do that. Once those results are in, they automatically upload to Hubbub for the player, and then you, as the admin, get to see the aggregate results of all of your population that participated. And then from there, we here at Hubbub will take those results and review them with you, and then make recommended challenges based on those results, and help plan a specific campaign to address any issues that we find or any conditions that we find in your population. So for the aggregate view, this can be found on the homepage of the admin portal under the Health tab. You can see on this slide right here, we have Hubbub. Here at Hubbub, we did a biometric screenings back in February 2015. And we can click into that to see the results of those. So let's look at and see what those results are for us. And then Aaron's going to talk a little bit about what we see and what is tracked in biometric screenings.
Hi, team. So for biometric screening, we have 4 areas that give us very important information from where we can start to get a greater insight of what your population looks like. So we have our BMI, blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol. So for BMI, we're able to take a snapshot of onset sedentary disease risks, atherosclerosis, heart rate, or heart disease, obesity, risk factors in those areas, blood pressure or blood sugar. This gives us a snapshot into how many individuals in our population might be a little bit outside of that normal range, in the pre-diabetic range or in the diabetic range. As for blood pressure, again, this is another great area of insight for heart disease, onset sedentary disease risks, strokes, atherosclerosis risk. So basically, any of those onset sedentary disease risks, we're able to get a little bit greater insight toward. This next page here we'll take a look at is cholesterol. And so for cholesterol, we get a little snapshot here that helps us see 4 different areas. So our total cholesterol, our LDL, the bad cholesterol, HDL, which is our good cholesterol, and then our triglycerides. So again, as we take a look at all 4 of these areas, the BMI, blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol, this gives us a great snapshot of your population, to how we can help you the best. So we can take a look at the challenges we already have created on the Hubbub platform, as well as create custom challenges for you, for your specific population, to make sure we get you to where you guys want to be. So this next page here, Sherlock the Sugar. This is a great example of a custom challenge we've created. And in this challenge here, we develop a habit to create or to consume less than 24 grams of sugar daily. So with this habit, what we're doing is developing a skill to read labels. So in this challenge, as we develop this skill, the goal is to check in 10 times across 2 weeks as an individual reads a label, swaps out the bad opportunity for a good opportunity, and at the end of the week, our goal is to have less than 24 grams of sugar daily for this individual across 2 weeks. So taking an insight from our biometric screen, we're able to have challenges like this to help suit your population to get them where you need them to be.
That's awesome, Aaron. Thank you so much for explaining that out. And you know that the sugar challenge just reminds me, sugar is in everything. So it is so important to check those labels as a little side note. Also just want to acknowledge, I know some folks may have had some technical difficulty seeing our screen as we went through this. Again, we are recording this, so you can go back and see anything you might have missed, and apologize for the technical glitch on there. So right now I want to turn over and see if we have any questions on today's webinar, see if anyone has anything related to the topics we discussed. Give just a moment. All right, so now comes our exciting part where we get to raffle off a prize. So it looks like, let's get our attendee list up here, and then we're going to pull a name from that here. Our helpful hubbub elves are working very hard to determine who that is going to be. They're working super hard. Aaron, do you have that name here for us?
Let's see here, drum roll. All right, Brandy Williams.
All right, congratulations, Brandy. So we will be in contact with you a little later on today to set up arrangement for getting that jawbone off to you. Way to go. And then also as a reminder, our next huddle is going to be on Thursday, May 18th. Of course, 2017. So mark your calendars now. We'll send out reminders, of course, as we get closer to let you know. Again, this recording is, this webinar today was recorded, so you'll be able to go back and view anything you might have missed or relive any of the highlights, like Brandy's win today. All right. I think that is all we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for listening and joining us today. If you have any questions, please just reach out to us at services@hubbubhealth.com, or you can reach out to Aaron or myself, and we can help you through the process. Thanks again, and play well together. Goodbye, everyone, until next month.